Guys, so it is almost August, which means I have already done my back to school supplies shopping. This is actually the 5th back to school supplies haul video I've done on my channel, which is absolutely insane. Time flies very, very quickly. For those of you who don't know, I'm going into my 3rd year or junior year of undergraduate university. And so I have only bought things that I actually truly do use throughout my time in college. Some of my things have run out of ink, etc. So I present to you the back to school supplies I have purchased for the upcoming school year. So the first thing that I want to start out with are the writing utensils I have purchased for the upcoming school year. I have 3 sets of mildliners already, and I use them literally all the time. I decided to get the remaining 2 packs that I don't have yet, and I'm so excited to start using these in my planner, bullet journal, and in all of my notes that I do as like review sheets and things like that. I can show you guys some examples really quick of how that looks and what I use these for. Usually it's like headers and to sort of divide out different spaces on mind maps and all sorts of things. So I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of these. I've repurchased mildliners I think 2 different times for the different colors that I already have, and so now I can add these to my collection. Next, I have all of the fine liner pens that I've purchased. So I have this pack of 12 Inconic pens by Arteza. They are triangular grip and write super well. I use black a ton to do all of the crossing off on my to-do lists. I use it in lecture notes, and I'm really excited to have like a backup of black ones because my black fine liner tends to run out the quickest when I have an entire pack of multicolored fine liners. And then I also have this enormous 102 pack of Arteza fine liners. Full disclaimer, they did send this to me. I have used their products for, I would say, at least a year and a half or so. I had a 72 pack of the fine liners before. They also have a triangular grip. You can see that I use them in my Hobonichi planner, which I showed you guys in a video ago, I believe, on how I set it up. And I really like using fine liners in my planner because although they do ghost between the paper, it doesn't bleed through, and I don't get any of that weird like etching that I will get if I use like a Pilot juice pen, which, as some of you guys know, are among my favorite pens that I have used in terms of like gel pen. They have a cool spring-loaded clip and all of that. But the thing is like you get a lot of etching that like scratches through paper, especially if it's thin, that shows up on the other side. So I prefer to instead use fine liners for that, and I might use fine liners for my lecture notes as well now that I have the backups of all of these black ones. And this is really going to be the basis for like what I use as my writing utensils. I'm really only going to bring these and my mildliners to school just because I have a limited amount of storage space for stationery in my room that I'll be in next year, since I'll be in my sorority house and sharing a room. So I need to make sure that I am cognizant of other people's space and also not bringing things that I won't need. So next up, I have my backpack I've purchased for the new year. I've used my last one for the last 2 years of college and definitely has a little bit of wear and tear, and I was ready for a fresh start. So I have bought this Herschel bag. I believe it's the mid-volume settlement bag, and it has the signature interior, a laptop sleeve that will fit my 13-inch laptop, and then enough space for everything else that I need. It's the same model that I've had before, just in a different color. And then it also came with this free pencil pouch that has these like binder holes that I will likely just use as some extra storage for some stationery. And that just came free with my order, which is great. So love this backpack. I'm excited to start filling it up with everything that I need. So next I bought a couple of new notebooks just because I've run out of the ones that I use a ton. First, I have my unruled spiral bound notebooks. These have hands down like my favorite paper to make any of my revised summaries on. I use these to make my own little study guides, my scratch work. This is like my catch-all notebook that isn't necessarily class specific. I have one that you guys have definitely seen tons and tons of pictures of on my Instagram throughout first and second year of school. And I just use these literally to death. It's like the company started by college students. I really love what they stand for in terms of sustainability. And I really love using these notebooks. So I got myself a 3-pack that I will be able to use for the rest of the year. Next, I got one notebook for lecture notes because I'm assuming, like my last semesters, I'll have professors in lectures that require only handwritten notes and don't allow technology as note-taking devices. So I got my favorite one. It's the Daycraft Duo notebook. So it actually is 2 notebooks in one. There's, for this one in particular, it's like a slate gray and a turquoise side. And half of the notebook is dotted paper and the other half is lined. And so I can use this for 2 different classes that I have on the same day and only carry around one notebook. And then I have a few other notebooks that I haven't used yet that I'm going to use for the rest of my lectures that I didn't have to buy. And then lastly, I have 2 of these Arteza sketchbooks that are not spiral bound. I've used spiral bound ones as the things that I write on in videos, like you saw in the very beginning of this video even. So I have 2 of these. I likely will only bring one, and I'll probably only bring one of the Be Unruled notebooks with me to school just for the semester, and then I can exchange them when I come back home for winter break. So that's what I've purchased just because it comes in the pack of 3 and the pack of 2, and so I am really excited to use these. This is what I'm going to be using for most of my videos and planning out stuff for social media. And then lastly, I have a 10-foot charging cable from Anchor. If you guys have been watching me for a long time, I bought one of these before I went away for my freshman year of college. Very, very useful if you have a lofted bed or a half lofted bed, just because outlets usually aren't that high up on the wall, and it's just so useful to have. The one I had before definitely had some wear and tear because of constantly falling off my bed onto the floor and getting dinged and things like that. So got a fresh one. Love this. It doesn't do the bendy thing where the wire sort of comes out of the charging cable and frays a little bit. This is super durable. Love it. Thumbs up for me. Will be using it every night to charge my phone. And there you have it. So this is everything that I've bought for my third year or junior year of college. I have everything linked down below in the description box if you guys are interested in the particulars of what I have ordered. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have anything you'd like to see for the rest of back to school season, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!